Okay, to answer your question, I have a female friend who she's a hoe.
Yeah.
She's a hoe for show.
Yeah, she's a hoe for show.
She's a hoe for show.
Yeah.
I don't know if I just...
Like, she's been there for you through everything. Like, what she does in her own personal sexual life, does that affect how you think of her as a person? If that has nothing to do with you?
In this hypothetical, I don't know if I'd be friends with a hoe for show.
Like,
You wouldn't even be friends with them?
say if you've known her since, like, you were a kid, you'd stop being friends with her because she sucks too many dicks?
Probably.
You think it devalues them as a person?
As a friend, possibly, yes.
Do your friends have eye body counts? Your guy friends.
Is that like something you ask them?
Are
Like,
they
oh, what's your body
virgins?
count?
No, I don't think... I'd say most of my male friends, they're
Virgins.
not virgins, but they've had, like, couple girlfriends, couple one-night stands here and there. They're not, like, probably in the 100-plus body count range. But, yeah.
And what if she had a couple one night stands? That's just what she does. Is that okay? Or
But bro, look, you gotta understand, like, I'm in my mid-30s.
yeah.
Like, friendship is not a priority for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very focused on my business. A lot of the friends that I still keep in touch with, they don't live in my city. They moved away. They have family. They have kids.
Mm-hmm.
One of my closest friends, I've known him for nearly 20 years. He's got a wife. He's got like 3-4 kids. I talk to the dude still, but I don't see him all the time. He's busy. I'm busy. So having, like, I'm not really prioritizing friendships at this moment, but I do have friends and I talk to them and I see them here and there.
And they have
but
one night stands and you're still friends with them, so you could probably be friends with a woman who has a couple one night stands, I'd say.
I just
They could have their own lives
so,
and whatever. Have their families.
well, it's not that I'm necessarily opposed to being friends with a woman, but one of the boundaries I think a lot of people will have in a relationship is having friends of the opposite sex. So I think a lot of guys, if you have male friends, not all men are going to have an issue with it. A lot of men are going to have an issue with it. So if I'm like contemplating having a friendship with a woman and this friendship hinges on if she gets a boyfriend or gets married, I feel like that's a very flimsy... The friendship could be strong, but if that friendship's going to be cut off because her boyfriend, who I think rightfully is going to have precedence over my friendship with her, I'm going to get cut off from the friendship. Why invest my time and energy into a friendship when there's like going to be a point when she gets married, there's going to be an impropriety for us to be friends?
I don't think that every man necessarily restricts their girlfriend and their wife from having male friends, but
I think it's a legitimate boundary either way.
have you been cut off because of that reason? Have any of your female friends gone married and you're just not talking to them no more?
Again, I've not made it much of a habit.
Acquaintances.
Honestly, I've not made it much of a habit to... I have like I have women who I have good, positive acquaintance relationships with.
Yes.
But again, I wouldn't say I've had like a female friend for like years and years. There's girls I hung out with, knew, and it was kind of like friendly, of course. But yeah.
Well, I guess it's always a risk even with men friends, though. Like, what if their wife doesn't like you and then they have to cut you off? You're taking the same risk.
Sure. Yeah, as a woman.
It's just as possible.
Women can also have this boundary in their relationships. They're like, I'm not comfortable with you spending time with this girl. And then, of course, friends, right? We can get into what a friend is. So, show of hands, have you ever friend-zoned a guy?
Oh, yeah.
Great. I don't want my girlfriend hanging out with a dude who previously wanted to fuck her. Sorry.
Who
That's
doesn't
fair.
want to fuck her?
Sorry,
She's
but
hot.
y'all friend zone dudes, you keep dudes in the friend zone and they're waiting for their moment to fuck you. So, and maybe you don't want to fuck him, but like you friend zone a guy, he's your friend, most of your male friends, I guarantee you, all the women here, I know some of y'all are in relationships, if you bust out your phone right now and your male friends and you haven't hooked up with them in the past, you text them, hey, what are you doing tonight? Netflix and chill or whatever. They're going to find that if you make pussy available, they're going to take it up.
But,
Is that your friend?
but I
Like
don't
if I offered a male friend some dick,
they might take it.
if I offered, none of my male friends would accept dick.
You'd be surprised.
I could offer dick on a silver platter.
Well, they're not attracted to
Hey,
guys.
Jacob, you want some dick? He's like, bro, what the fuck?
But I don't think that's the woman's fault. Like, I think a lot of women can relate to the fact that, like, I don't know, this sounds so conceited because maybe this isn't a universal experience, but like, as a cute girl, there's not a lot of men that we're friends with that wouldn't at least take the opportunity to fuck them. It doesn't mean they're not your friend.
Right, so they
it just
can be
means they're
attracted
sexual
to you.
beings.
But so there's different levels.
Yeah.
So the first level that I proposed was the friend zone.
Yeah.
Where it's like this guy has previously expressed romantic or sexual interest in you.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. If at any point that's been the case, no, I'm not going to be comfortable with my girlfriend hanging out with a dude, being friends with a dude that's just, he's waiting for me to break up with her.
Yeah.
He's waiting for that relationship to be over so he can be a little slime ball and try to get with her. But then there's also girls who keep their ex-boyfriends as friends.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Would you guys agree at least you can give me that? A lot of people will remain friends with an ex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's absolutely not. If I'm dating a girl, you can't be dealing with some dude that
It's already
has been
your
balls
gooch.
deep in you already.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy, son.
No, and I do get that. I think there are levels to it. You know what I mean? But I do understand that general idea. Like,
Right.
I think there's exceptions to like everything, depending on the case, of course. But I think generally that makes total sense.
Yeah, and I think
show.
that boundaries are the things that matters here. It's like if
Yeah.
there's a guy that expressed interest in me, then out of respect and love for him, like if I had to see him as a friend, I'm going to emotionally distance myself from him.
Yeah.
And like if there's, I actually experienced this in my relationship where there was a girl, we were both attractive people who had people interested in them. And so we had boundaries in the relationship of number one, we never vent about our partners to this person or any of our friends. Number two, like, having emotional distance where you can go grab a lunch, like, you can have a phone call here and there, but like if you feel like somebody is bringing that energy towards you, you place them in the boundary.
Yeah,
You
and
place them in-
communication is so important.
Yeah. So like I'm okay with my partner having friends, but I keep them accountable and myself accountable that if those friends start to try to get into some lines that they're not meant to, then cut it off or we're not going to be together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question. So if you've hooked up with someone and they're your friend after, is that okay or not?
What do you mean?
Like they had sex and then we
you
were
slept
still
with
friends.
someone and then you're
Who
still
was your friend?
and then they're still your friend, but you guys just
But you
like
have-
slept together.
I
Like
believe
you
so.
have hooked up.
So
Can
you're
you
saying
still be friends with them and get in a new relationship without that being tainted?
Well, again, it depends on the new partner's
Preference.
boundaries on this.
Yeah.
Some
Sure.
people are like, yeah, be friends with your ex even. Some people are cool with that.
Yeah.
In my case, I wouldn't be cool with that if I'm generally very much against male friends across the board. But she fucked him, yeah. No, you can't be friends with him.
Okay.
Can't be friends with him.
So I am-
mean, you can, but like, I'm not gonna date you, I guess.
So I am curious, and I apologize if you said this already. So you specifically, are you
Yeah.
against whoever you are with to have male friends, or is it just people they've hooked up with before?
All of the above.
You don't want them to have any male friends.
No male friends.
Where does that come from?
What if they've been friends since like they were kids?
Who hurt you? Look, I mean, again, I think there is some differentials here. I think women can be friends with guys. Men to a lesser degree.
The guys want to fuck
Because I
them.
think
So it's the
men-
guys you don't trust.
Excuse me.
Sure, I think that's fine. I guess I think men, just practically speaking, men can genuinely have no interest in a woman, right? And they can be friends with them, whatever. But I think it's more so the case, like, if a guy's a friend with a girl, there can often be an underlying romantic or sexual attraction or ulterior motives.
On his part or both?
Well, it can go both ways. I think it's more so the case that men will move that way than women.
My take
I
on this
agree.
is that I would never date somebody where I had to question their loyalty.
Yeah,
where
I
like,
agree.
if, I don't care if they have 10 close girlfriends or if they have 0, I would not be dating them if there was a shadow of doubt if they were the type of person that would emotionally or physically cheat on me. That's the standard I've had in every
Plus, like-
relationship, and it has served me so
fair.
far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and plus, like, even just because, like, they're friends with men, like, there's still gonna be people that you literally see day to day who are gonna approach them that also wanna fuck them. So you're gonna keep them in a cage? Like,
Yeah, like I trust myself and I trust my partner. Or like
Yeah.
the type of men that I have dated, like especially in my last relationship, he would be blackout drunk, and there would be girls talking to him, and he'd be showing them pictures of me and being like, "Hey, let's call my girlfriend."
No,
And we're
yeah,
like, That's the
exactly.
type of guy that I date.
there's levels to it all.
Like I think